Alright, my name is Kenny Peacock, and today we're going to be going over question number 3 on Lab 2.3. So off first, we have x dy over dx plus 2y equals 10x squared, and then y of 1 equals 3. Okay, so how do we get this? Okay, and we want to put this into a standard form. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to divide x on both sides. And funny enough, the x's cancel there. What that ends up giving us is dy over dx plus 2y over x equals 10x. And then we find the integrating factor. The integrating factor of x equals e to x dx gives us e to ln x, which equals x squared. Alright, and then we multiply both sides by the integrating factor. Okay? So we multiply both sides by the x squared. So what that ends up giving us is x squared dy dx plus 2xy because the x over here cancels out one of the multiplied x's, so ends up with 2xy equals 10x cubed. Alright, now what do we do from here? Well, we recognize that this left-hand side right here is in fact a derivative. Okay? So first up, we need to find this left-hand side derivative. Alright, if you made this far, give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, so next up, we integrate. Dun, dun, dun. So we set up the integral, 10x cubed dx. Okay, what next? Well, obviously you integrate both sides. And when you do that, that gives us just x squared y. And you may be asking yourself, Kenny, why does that just give us x squared y? Well, I'll tell you, silly. It's because these cancel. Okay? So in the end, all you're really integrating is 10x cubed. Simple, right? And what does that give us? Correct. 5 over 2 x to the 4th. Plus c. That looks like a plus c, but trust me, it's plus c. See? Plus c. Now what we're going to do is rearrange this, okay? Try to solve for y. When we divide both sides by x squared, well, what happens? Okay, so we know that this is going to become a squared because we're taking 2 off. What happens to that c? Well, we don't know what c is. So obviously, that is just going to be c over x squared. So let's rewrite it. Y equals 5 over 2 x squared plus what? C over x squared. Okay. Now we have it in a y form. Okay. What do we do next? Well, if you recall, in the beginning, we were given y of 1 equals 3. So what we do? Let's do 3 equals 5 over 2, 1 squared, plus c over 1. That kind of looks like I was trying to draw an x. 1 squared. Well, what does this give us? Well, in reality, that's just 2.5 plus c equals 3. So now, all I gotta do is subtract 2.5 from both sides. Minus 2.5. And what that gives us is 0.5 equals c. Now what does that mean? Okay. Well, for formatting, that's 1/2 equals c. Now, let's go back to that equation we found before. Well, guess what? Now we know what c is. We know that c is 1/2. So when we rewrite the equation, 3 equals 5 over 2 x squared. I circled the wrong one, but you get the point. Plus what over x squared? Well, we know it's 1/2, right? So that would be 1 over 2x squared. All right? And that is our final solution. All right, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy.